everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. I'm so excited for today's video because I'm going to be using cat's eye again. I just can't stop using them at the moment. They're just beautiful, and today's cat's eye champagne today's cat's eye choice is what I'm supposed to say is called Champagne, and it is a crystal cat magnetic from Born Pretty, and it is MY277. This video isn't sponsored or anything. I do get sent products from Born Pretty, and I did get sent this, but I've already done like the first like unboxing video that is expected from the brand, so this is me just using it because I like it, basically, is a long story short. So in this design we're going to be doing 2 French nails and 2 full colour cat's eye nails, and then we're going to be using this beautiful foil from Sparkle Supplies UK. It's going to be like the easiest autumn/fall design ever, because you basically don't have to do anything. You don't even have to do a French if you don't want to. I'm just going to do it to break them up a little bit. But we're going to be using this. So I've already cut off a piece. So this is like all of the designs that are on this whole thing, but you just get a meter of them. So there's loads. So I think I haven't 100% made my mind up yet, but I think I'm going to use a butterfly. I think I'm going to use this sort of like leafy sort of area here. Maybe do 2 nails with that. And then I think I'm going to do a butterfly as well. I don't know whether I'm going to do a butterfly on 2 nails or just 1. I'm just going to sort of do what I want to do and then see how it looks, sort of thing. That is my plan. I also quite like that leaf. I might use that. I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm just waiting for my peel off base coat to dry, which is why I'm sort of procrastinating, but I'm just figuring out what I'm going to do as well, because I really love this as well. I think that colour is beautiful, but I don't think it's going to go very well with the colour scheme of this set, which is of course this like champagne colour. So I think that I'm probably going to stick with like the orangey colours on this. I think these here would look really nice as well. And then again, I love the butterfly. So we're going to go in with that, I think. I also quite like that. I'm not really sure what it is, but it looks cute. I also like that. Oh, I just don't know. So I'm going to wait for this to dry, and then we're going to use this to create some autumn nails. So I've just popped my hand in front of my fan heater for a little while, just so it's a bit quicker. So I'm going to do the main like full designs on my nails that have full cat's eye. So I'm going to do I think I'm going to do these 2 as my 2 design nails, just because they are larger. I feel like if I did these 2, it'd look a bit strange. I usually do them 2, or them 2. So I just feel like the 2 middle ones would make the most sense because they have space. So I'm going to go in with my colour, and I'm just popping a coat of this on without using my cat eye magnet for the first layer, because I am going to go in with 2, because I want the colour payoff underneath the foil to be good. Basically, I want you to be able to see the colour well. So we're going in, obviously it is quite a subtle colour anyway, but first of all I'm just going in with a full coat minus the cat eye effect. So I'm going to do like I said, we're doing French as well on the other 2, so I'm going to do 1 on camera and then 1 off camera, just because it's obviously going to look the same on both. But I will be using the cat eye magnet straight away for the French nails, because I'll only be doing 1 coat on those. So I'm just going in with my polish. I'm not even focused, can't even really see me. So let's just move that, because my phone just really wants to focus on that, doesn't it? Which is not very helpful. So I'm doing quite a deep smile line, but not as in like sidewall deep. I mean deep as in just further down the nail with the French, because that's my favourite way to do it on this shape of nail. And then I'm just going to take it a bit further down the sides, just to make it look a little bit more flattering. And then once I'm happy with that placement, I've actually got a bit too far down on the left side, but I think I can get away with it. It's fine. I'm actually just going to clean it up a bit. I didn't want to do that because of the peel off base coat, but let's just hope for the best. very, very minimal acetone on my brush. And I'm just gonna swipe it away and then just keep it further up, like so. It's better. Okay, and then once I've done that, again, like I said, I am going to use the magnet straight away on the French nails. I'll do the pinky off camera so it's a bit quicker, but I'm just going to bring the magnetic particles like up to the surface so that they're all very noticeable. As you can see, it looks beautiful. I absolutely love using cat's eye for French. I think it looks stunning. And then once I'm happy with the placement of it, and then I'm just gonna, oh, I've moved it again. There we go. Happy with that, perfect. And like I said, I will quickly do my pinky off camera. You know, I've actually decided to not do 2 coats of the colour on the middle two. I don't think it needs it, honestly. It's actually a lot more like glitzy than I thought it was going to be, which is very much obviously of course a good thing. So we're just going to go straight in with doing the cat's eye effect on these two as well. One less layer is never going to be a bad thing, so that's handy. And then once I've done that and I'm happy with how they look, which I definitely am, I mean look at those, wow, that's a beautiful cat eye colour. I'm going to fully cure both of those in my lamp, and then when they come out we can get on with our foil application. So for that I am of course going to be using the Sparkly Supplies UK foil gel. It's always going to be my favourite. It is absolutely fab. It works every single time. I can't go wrong with it. You do need to play around like any others with your timings of your lamp and stuff, because they all suit differently and different ones. So I tend to cure for 30 seconds, apply my foil and then cure for the further 30 because it needs 60 seconds no matter how you do it. So if you cure for 10 and then put your foil on, cure it for another 50. If you cure for the full 60 and then put your foil on, you're all good to go and it's fully cured, so don't worry. So that is what I do. Just play around, see how you get on with it. But again, I do 30 and 30. So once this is fully cured, I'm going to put a coat of this all over the ring finger and middle nail. And then I'm going to just leave the French ones for now because I'm not 100% sure if I actually want to put anything on them at this point. I'm just going to see what they look like. I was planning on it, so I won't be able to use as many images as I'd planned originally if I don't decide to do that, but I love how they look, so I'm feeling like I might want to end up just leaving them as is, but we'll see. So we're going in with, first things first, I'm going to take the tacky layer off my gel polish. I don't know how much of a tacky layer these gels actually leave on the nail, but any tacky layer is not good for the application of foil gel, because if your foil gel does mix with that tacky layer, it can mean that those areas that it's mixed sort of won't be as tacky from the foil gel, because it'll be mixed with that like wet inhibition layer, so you won't get such a good application of your foil. So I'm just going in with that. I'm making sure that it's nice and even, but you don't want it too thick because it won't cure properly and it'll be like wet like any other gel. It'll be undercured. So the foil won't stick well because of that. And then if it's overcured or basically like not applied thick enough, you'll end up with areas that are not sticky because it's too thin and it's overcured. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop those into the lamp, like I said, for a half cure of 30 seconds. And then we're going to go in with our foil. So I think I'm definitely going to use this. I just don't know whether to do a butterfly on one and that on the other, or 2 nails of that. I'm not 100% set on what I want to do. I think I might just go with this sort of style. I'll do one, I'll see how it looks, and then I'll see what I've got left on my foil, and we'll see whether I like the look of that or not. And then I'm not sure whether to do some little tiny hand-painted pumpkins on the French nails or not. I don't know if that'll be overkill, but we'll see. So let's just do this first and start getting ahead of myself. So first nail, I definitely want some of this because that was the original plan, and I do want to stick with that. So I think I'm going to go for about there. So I'm just going to place that on my nail. I wouldn't usually use such a large piece of foil, to be honest. I'd usually cut smaller pieces off it to make it easier to use, but here we are. So I'm just going over now with my nail and making sure that everywhere that I want to be stuck is stuck, basically. So I'm just putting pressure on the entire nail, making sure it's adhered, and then I'm going to pull it off in slow motion, basically, and then anywhere that hasn't stuck, I'll be able to stick it back down and stick it. So I always pick it up in slow motion and I look at the foil itself, and if I can see, like this bit here, you can, oh sorry, you can see that that's not attached, because if you look from this angle, you can see it there lifting up. So I'm just going to press down and then lift it up again and see if it's attached the second time, which it has. And then again, pressing down anywhere that looks like it's not fully adhered, and that is perfect. Absolutely love that. It's beautiful. So I think I am going to do that. I think I'm going to have 2 nails of that sort of effect, and then we'll do some hand painted little pumpkins on the other nails just to tie it all in. And I've still got a similar colour on my palette, which is very helpful. So I'm gonna, I don't know whether to do the butterfly. The butterfly is cute, but I also really like this as well. That's different. Oh, I just don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna go in with that because that is quite cute. So we're just gonna place it on and we're gonna do that. This butterfly is probably gonna stick by accident, but it's fine. I can get it off if it does. That's not a problem. So again, I'm just going over the entire nail with my thumb. Well, not the entire nail, the entire image, sorry, with my nail. I didn't go right up to the side walls and cuticle area with my foil gel because I don't know how far I've done my peel off base coat and I didn't want to sort of encapsulate it by accident. So again, I'm just lifting up, making sure it's stuck, and if it hasn't, just pressing down. But as you can see, didn't really need to do that this time because it has definitely stuck. So that is beautiful. I love that. So like I said, I do already have some of this pumpkin sort of colour on my palette, which I think goes really, really well from the last video I've just filmed. So I'm just going to go in with that and we're going to do some little pumpkins. So I'm going to do one here on this nail. I'm just going to first of all create the cuticle area just to get that nice and neat without any flooding. And then I will create my pumpkin shape. So it's just like a little love heart really sort of effect. And then once I've created that shape, I'm just going to fill it in. Like so, and then come down here. And that is that. And then I'm going to do the same sort of thing on the other nail. Just creating that first initial shape. And then I'm just gonna, that's a bit too much like a love heart. We're not painting love hearts, we're painting pumpkins. And then do the second bit, which I think on this one I'm going to do this way so it doesn't look the same as the index. Okay, so that's what that one looks like. And then I'm going to pop that into the lamp free for cure. Now the sort of, what's it called, like colour that's on the foil is quite dark, like it's brown of course on there, but I don't think off the top of my head I've got a brown gel paint, so I will be using black, but I'm hoping it'll go because it will just be a very minimal amount because it's just for those pumpkins. I do have a brown on here, but it's not really well pigmented enough to be able to use for the reason that I need it for. Okay, so it turns out I do have a very messy, mind you, brown gel paint from Magpie, so I'm going to use that just because I think it will go a bit better and it won't be quite as harsh as a black. So I'm just going to grab some of that. It does seem to be glittery, which is a bit odd. I don't think it's meant to be. I've obviously contaminated that with some glitter at some point in time. Never mind. I'm not going to complain about it. It seems to be like a gold shift of glitter anyway, which is going to go quite nicely with our tips, so it's all good. So I'm just going to apply this now. So we're just going to do like an outline first of all of the pumpkin. I don't know why I did it at this angle, very awkward. And then we're just going to take that over the other half of the pumpkin, and then do the same thing for this side. Oh gosh, do the same thing for this side. I'll sort it out properly in a second. I just want to get these outlines done. I'm really sorry if I'm not in focus or shot. I am, thank God. And then I'm just gonna sort that out a bit. Get rid of that. Now I've just done that by accident. Okay, and then once I've finished faffing, which is not yet, I'm then just going to go in with the brown again and just create 2 more lines in between the 2 that I've just done, like so. I'm just going to create a little stem there. I'm not going crazy and doing loads of detail or anything because there's already a lot going on with these nails. I don't need anything mental. And then I'm going to do the same thing for this one. And then the 2 lines in the center of those. Small and delicate is not really my forte, to be honest with you, but here we are. It's fine. And then again, just a little stem. And keep it nice and simple. Very cute. Okay, very nice. So I'm going to pop those into the lamp for a full cure. And then they are done. So I will do a quick top coat off camera and show you what they look like when they are finished and I've got a bit of oil on. Before I forget to mention it, I just want to say that I do have a discount code, which if you've been following me for longer than 5 seconds, honestly, I think you'd probably already know that anyway, for Sparkle Supplies UK. I've worked with them for so long now. It's like, probably, I think it's actually my longest standing, like, I don't even know what it's called, like collaboration. I don't think that's what it's called, but whatever it is, I think it's the longest standing one. Like, I've been a part of the Sparkle Supplies UK team, I suppose is what you could call it, for a very long time. It's been years. So I do have a discount code for you for their website, which is 15% off, which is amazing considering how well priced everything already is. So getting 15% off on top of that is honestly crazy, and it absolutely baffles me that Lorraine manages to sell things for that cheap and actually make money, because her prices are just ridiculous, like so good for nail art. But anyway, I'm just going to apply some cuticle oil now because these are done. I'm just going to use a bit of acetone to get rid of a bit of colour on my skin that won't come off, so it's going to stay there, that's fine. But anyway, this is what they look like. I just wanted to show you like something really super easy. Of course, you don't have to do the pumpkins, even though they are really easy. I haven't done a very good job of on this time, to be honest with you, but here we go. You know, it's 10 o'clock on a Friday night. Some people out there are actually like doing some much more fun things than this, but I actually quite enjoy being in here on a Friday night, I'm not gonna lie. But it's now hot chocolate time, so I'm in a semi-rush because I've been looking forward to this hot chocolate all day. But anyway, this is what they look like. I hope you like them. I absolutely love how they turned out. I think that foil is beautiful. It's so good for this time of year. And as you can see, there is so many different images on there that you can use. I absolutely love that like pinky sort of colour. It's beautiful of those leaves. You've got different styles of leaves, different colours, like there's something for everyone. I think the butterfly is beautiful, and there's 2 different sizes. There's pine cones, like just look, there's so much on there for you to use, and you get a metre of it. That is a hell of a lot of foil, especially for the cost that Lorraine charges. They're literally like between 70p and £1 or something like that. They're so cheap, and that's without my 15% off, so you can get it for even cheaper. But anyway, I'm going to stop rabbiting on and chewing your ear off. Definitely check out the Sparkle Supplies UK website. It is linked in my description box of all my videos, so you don't need to look just in the ones where I use her products, because it's in all of them. So I am going to take these off now. I just need to take a few pictures. So I've done that. I just want to show you one last time how they turned out, because look, they're so pretty. I am so sad to be taking these off. They are absolutely stunning, and right up my street, because I love autumn. It is the best time of year and doesn't, unfortunately, in my opinion, last long enough, but you know, that's a conversation for another day. So I am going to be taking these off because, as usual, I have got some more videos to film after this, so they have got to come off, which is very sad, but I'm glad that I got to have them on for a little bit. This cat eye is absolutely beautiful. Like, look at it. Absolutely phenomenal. It's just stunning, so definitely check that out as well. I do have a Born Pretty discount code too, again in the description box, so check them out if you are looking for some cat's eyes, because they're beautiful, or anything else, because they sell pretty much everything you can think of. But yeah, so I'm going to go now. Thank you so much for watching. I will leave the clip in of me taking them off. In fact, let's just do it now, get it out the way. I'll end up sitting here and procrastinating and faffing about for ages if I don't do it on camera, so it's probably best that I do it properly in the video, because then I won't take ages, because I won't want to bore you. And then I get my hot chocolate quicker. I've been waiting for this time of year to be able to enjoy hot chocolate every night for far too long now. This is a very satisfying removal. Definitely shouldn't have said that before I finished, because now this one's probably going to go really wrong. Nope, perfect. All of them absolutely perfect. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and I'll be back very soon with another video. Bye.